What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. What is up to the lovely and wonderful Brittany Swan? She's actually been on the show before, so thank you, Brittany, for watching. What is up, senor? So, we are chilling on a Monday evening, right? This is cool. Um, I've been playing around with a lot of new and, um, shall I say, different things, right? And just trying to see whenever I get the opportunity to do something a little bit fun or different, I like doing these sort of things because it helps me kind of test the limits a little bit of everything. So thank you so much, guys, if you're watching, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what I mean. So, uh, one of the things that I really enjoy doing is the whole live stream thing, right? Is putting all this stuff together, trying to do different sort of, how do I want to say, effects, or I mean, just to play around, right? Have a meeting in a few, but just wanted to pop in and say, hey, Charlie Powers, big time player this weekend in the whole 24-hour LinkedIn live stream. If you guys didn't see what was happening, what is up, Lori? I missed you on Friday, Lori. We had a Friday fun day. I was looking for you because I was hoping you would bring some blonde jokes, but that's okay. We'll do that again soon. What is up, Bill? Thank you so much, my friend. But again, one of the cool things that I really love doing is pushing the envelope a little bit on just seeing what you can actually do on a freaking live stream, right? Because again, this is it's always fun to try to do. And thank you so much. That was a great show, right? It was a lot of jokes. We had a lot of I don't know, kind of, I would say it was pretty interesting. Because again, you really want to try and do different things, right? So, is that what your pro? That is funny, right, Charlie? You're like, what is that? What is that? What my freaking picture looks like? I know I look the same thing when I look at mine. So, but it was cool to see this weekend what they were going on. So let me just get all the particulars out of the way like we usually do here. So if this is your first time following us, guys, check us out on our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/made from scratch broadcast. Check out past videos, new content whenever we drop it on the channel. We do the whole shebang whenever we go live on YouTube. And I've been playing around a lot with graphics, as you can see. You can check us out on our Facebook page as well at MFSB Live on Facebook. It is fun. So Rebecca was there this weekend as well. She was part of, David Pollock, brother. I knew you would come back at some point. I knew it, just so you could say that. I knew it, but that's okay. Sunday evening at the Link in Philadelphia. Two terrible teams will be playing, but one of those terrible teams will have to win, and I know my team will become victorious. Cannot wait for that. So what is up, Adam Sinkus, my friend? Yes, you need to come on again. I really need to have you guys come on again. Killer, I can show. I can Photoshop for that. Exactly, Charlie. You need to get that fixed, man. I like that, though, man. I kind of like that, right? Gives you this edge to you, man. Keep the look. I like it. Blonde joke of the day. When it's lighting. Okay. See, I could have used that Friday, Lori. Yeah, I know you're one of those back and forth, but that's okay. It will be Eagles hometown advantage, please. That toilet up there. Where's Michael Ray? I know, where is Michael Ray? That would be fun to have him on here. So I am trying something totally different. Let me see if this will work. So I am playing around a lot with a lot of the technological stuff, right? So I got to take one of those out. Okay, the reason I was saying that, I don't like it. I don't like it. Exactly. Okay, so I don't know. Hopefully you guys will see something going on a little bit different, because what I'm doing today, and one of the things that I really liked about so what is up? So if you guys didn't see what happened Friday evening at midnight, all the way up until Saturday, it was pretty cool to see them's fighting words. Thank you, Jamie. Hello. It was cool to see Jonathan Palmar and Luke Matthews go 24 hours on LinkedIn. Okay. So they went 24 hours LinkedIn, and they were host hopping because LinkedIn has a 4-hour limit, right? So at a 4-hour, I think Joniah was the one that said it, but like at 4 hours and 4 hours and something. Oh, you're invited. So Raquel, you're going to get your invite. So I'm just letting you know. So here's the deal, right? Because of the limitations that you can only do this on LinkedIn for up to 4 hours. And like I said, Janai was one who had them on at the very last stretch. That was a really fun part. I actually got to hop in with them on that. But what was cool was that they had other hosts come in and host them on the live show. So people would, yeah, I know, Lori, you're lucky. Go Chiefs. Yeah, my Cowboys suck. I got a third-string quarterback. Not even a rookie 7th-round quarterback starting. So if they beat the Eagles, that would be glorious. So if God is up there listening, you know what I want. Please, I'm asking. Okay, so one of the things that I was talking about, like I was saying about what they were doing, is because of the limitations, you can only stream so long on LinkedIn. So they have to jump from one to another stream, one stream to another stream, one stream to another stream, right? So it was every 4 hours. And it was kind of cool that I like what Luke did. He kind of put the whole thing together. He would have people sometimes jump for 30 minutes on one stream and to another, and everybody would follow along. And big shout out to Kelsey Lifts, because she was like with them the whole time as just a watcher, just watching the show, commenting. They learned a lot of things about LinkedIn. Comment level on a stream is 1,900 comments, right? I think Travis Lechner did that on his show. So it was 1,900 comments is the limit that you can comment in any one live stream on LinkedIn. And then, again, you know the limits on the hours. And then as a commenter, so if you're watching somebody's stream and you comment all day long, I don't know what the exact count is, but they do ban you after a certain amount of comments, right? So after a certain amount of comments, they will ban you. And that was kind of cool to figure out. Yes, they are. If our quarterback would have went out Sunday, right, we would have had a tight end starting for the game. That was pitiful. So what I'm trying to do now, and I don't know if it's actually working because you guys are the one that's watching. Hey, Sarah. I'm streaming live right now via StreamYard to all my usual social media platforms. And I am streaming on Restream to all my social media platforms. So I'm wondering if I stream from two different cloud-based services, if it will show up as two different streams. Reason I'm asking, because if you can actually 24-hour stream and use two different services like Restream and StreamYard, you could do 4 hours on one on LinkedIn, prep to get ready, everything ready on Restream, hop over from one to the other, and then back over. So you can still stay on the same stream. It would just be through different services. That's what I'm trying to find out. Was a variation of, exactly, right? When we were hopping streams, it was like exactly. So if you've ever been on Twitch, and I don't know how many people have, but if you go watch Twitch and just go watch what they do on there, they do raids, what they call raids, RAIDF, right? And they will hop from stream to stream. Certain followers will go along, and it's pretty cool to watch. Yeah, how about them? Fuck. You ever think of being... I would try that if I could. I have a bad foot, but uh, but you know, it was cool to think about the possibilities of what they were doing, right? So they would go one stream, one stream, one stream, and I kind of like that because again, you intermixed host with other people, right? So you could go from one person's stream to another. I got to give it up because again, it was a lot of work to put all that together. I love that idea. Yeah, I'm going to try to stream from Reno. Okay, cool. You ought to try it. Yeah, let me know how that works out, Damon. Um, because I would like to know how that actually works out. So if you can see, this is the only thing that I don't like about Restream. Okay, so I am streaming on Restream, and I got two different backgrounds on each one. So if you can see me on LinkedIn, I don't know which stream you're actually watching, if you're actually watching either one of these streams, but I got two different streams going, two different overlays. I do got people watching, and let me see, where does the counter tell me? So people are watching, I just don't know where. Okay, that's the only thing I wish these analytics would tell you a little bit more on, right? Is to where you can actually be seen or heard or any of these other things because, so I'm streaming to 6 platforms right now, right? And the counter will tell you how many viewers you have on YouTube, how many you got on Periscope, Twitch, and both Facebook's one, but the one that doesn't tell you is LinkedIn, right? So I got 3 people watching on one stream, one on another. Is Facebook thing is spinning on LinkedIn. Okay, so you're watching on my StreamYard stream. I know because in StreamYard, one of the overlays, as you can see, right, it will, there you go. As you can see, you can actually upload GIFs into StreamYard, animations, and up to a certain amount, and it will actually show like what you're seeing on here, where is in Restream, it will not do it, right? So that's a little bit different, but again, there's certain things that you can do on either one of these platforms. This is what some of the things that we talked about this weekend, is the, you know, the whole StreamYard versus Restream sort of thing. I've had this conversation with a few folks before. And again, it was blue border, cool, thank you. So we see the Facebook overlay on LinkedIn. Okay, so then what LinkedIn does is it only allows you to stream from one stream then. Because I have it set up on my destinations here on Restream, and apparently it's not showing. So that's okay. So it's got to be showing on LinkedIn then with the Facebook overlay, right? So yeah, that's okay. I just wanted to try it out. So you can see all the cool, fun stuff that you can do. These are some of the advantages that I really like about StreamYard, right? And not that there's nothing wrong with Restream. I like to use both. So as you can see, I'm testing both out. I have both of them live. So I'm wondering if, I don't know, I gotta find a way to check this out. I'm gonna have somebody actually set up and do this next time I do this, put all this together, because it's interesting to watch out and just to see. Okay. And where are we going? I'm trying to pull it up myself on LinkedIn to see what I'm actually seeing. Yeah, so the stream on LinkedIn is just the stream from StreamYard. That's okay. This is what I wanted to do and just test it out and see if it actually worked. Because again, it is testing it just to see. It's showing 8 on LinkedIn now. Oh, okay. Well, cool. All right. Well, that's cool. I just wanted to see why if it would allow me to do this, because again, the whole concept is it's like with YouTube and Twitch, you can stream continuously, right? I don't think there's a limit. Or excuse me, yeah, YouTube and Twitch. I don't think there's a limitation on stream, so you can stream continuously for 24 hours if you wanted to, which is pretty cool to think about. I think the record is 161 hours on Twitch, which is insane. But to even do 24 hours on LinkedIn, that was pretty impressive. And to put it all together, I kind of like that. Just to test limits. I mean, and plus it drew up a lot of engagement. It drew up a lot of conversation. There was a lot of relationships built, a lot of people that I connected with personally that I had never been connected with before. So that was kind of fun. I really like that. So, big hats off to both of those guys. That was cool to actually see happen. And, it was something just to try different. And I like that. I always try to see when people do different things. So again, hats off to them. Now, one of the things that I got coming up, and this is for tomorrow, is I'll promote tomorrow's guest, right? So I'm having LinkedIn brand sorceress Chantel Simi's coming on tomorrow evening, 7:30, and we're going to talk a lot about LinkedIn, of course, and the whole brand thing, and we're really going to get into that. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is that next week we got an election coming up, right? So I'm thinking about Tuesday night doing a live stream, kind of just streaming the election results, right? And just probably stream the whole thing if I possibly can from like 7 o'clock until whenever a victor is declared, if one is declared, and just bring on guests, have conversation, and just talk about. I'll be able to pull in like some of the CNN streams, Fox News streams. It's pretty easy. Just pull them in the share tab. You can see conversation and that sort of thing. So that's one of the ideas that I've been thinking about doing next Tuesday evening. Because again, I think it's pretty important. This is a pretty important election, as you can see. Best graphics in a vid. Yeah, have you seen that, Adam? Check it out. There you go, bud. That's for you. I thought about you when I was making these, and I'm working on even more. Come up with a little bit more thoughts, right? And vote for. I wish I had a vote for Pedro shirt. Gosh, I need to get one of those. If you don't know what that is, you're missing out, my friends. But again, one of the whole reasons why I want to have that sort of kind of like my own little news coverage is because it's just kind of just to see where we are as a country and how everybody's come out and let their voice be heard. So, I mean, they've had the earliest voter turnout here, or at least in my state, in the state of Texas, that they've ever had. And I know it's record-breaking across the country. So people are getting out to vote. ORL, yes. And, it was, it is pretty cool to think about being able to be our own media source here, right? So if you got to own your own channel, you could actually put this together and do something like this. Vote for. So I am actually going to copy that link and drop it into the comments. So it's already in LinkedIn, right? But I can still pull it up here in my notes and pull it up and copy it and paste it and then put it into the rest of the comments on Facebook and everywhere else so everybody can see that. But again, I want to be able to do my own kind of sort of media show to cover the election and just talk about the things that are important to me. Again, this is the whole point of us having the ability to have these kind of shows and do these sort of things. So it's why I wanted to do this. So I'm essentially, and I'm ignoring my, I'm not even in a, definitely. So it is, this is incredible. Okay, so I believe it is working on two different streams. I am getting comments on a LinkedIn stream, right, that is showing up. Like Brian Schulman is there, Senor Pasayala Hayoka, Mary Ellen Shea. So I'm getting people who are actually putting, Sarah, thank you, Sarah, who are commenting on the other stream. So it is working. I got 2 LinkedIn streams. It is actually working because I'm getting 2 separate sets of LinkedIn comments. So that will work, guys. That's pretty awesome. So it is. Talk to you later. All right, my friend. You take it easy, Mr. Posner. That's an awesome dude. If you don't know who he is, please check him out. I don't know why it won't let me pull that one comment, but oh well. So there you go. Gotta go. Talk to you later, my friend. You too. So I'm pulling up 2 different streams. So election, yes. So guys, this is awesome. 2 different LinkedIn streams going at the same time. So you can actually have, and it's proving it right now, because I'm getting different comments from different sides of the streams. So I got comments that are showing up on my StreamYard feed that aren't showing up here, but they are showing up on my Restream feed. So if you're watching, guys, just type in whether you are watching on, put hashtag live StreamYard or hashtag live Restream. Let me know which platform you're watching from. I would love to see that. And just to know it's working. Because again, it is one of the things that I was watching this weekend and I was thinking about the whole time is like, wow, I wonder if one person could actually stream from, who could stream from LinkedIn the whole 24 hours. So if you could run, again, so this is kind of proven to me that you can do 4 hours on StreamYard and jump over to Restream and have it already running, pull it up in the stream, switch it over, and then end your StreamYard stream and then start another stream going there. So you could actually go 4 hours on, 4 hours off on each stream. Wow, that's awesome. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So you can actually do the whole live stream thing from 2 different things. Okay, got it. So it will actually work. So 2 streams working at the same time. And essentially, so what I'm actually doing now here is, since I am streaming, I'm streaming on, well, I'd actually be streaming on 6 different streams. Let me think about that. It's going to take a minute to think about. That's going to take a minute to think about. Wow. Hold on just a second. Get in the house here. You're fixing to go to bed. All right. Time for silly putty. Yes, it is. Okay. I like that. So, well, it is saying live StreamYard. So it is showing out on 1. LOL, time for silly putty. Yes, it is. It's always time for silly putty. When is it never time for silly putty, Lori? Let me know. I always think it's time. Because again, I like the I like to test different things, and that's why I just wanted to do this whole thing in the first place. But again, election coverage I will be doing Tuesday evening, so I've decided on the air that's what I'll be doing Tuesday night. We'll figure out what's going on with this country, who people, I don't know. We'll just see how it works out. So, but again, it's been interesting to see how a lot of the whole politics has been playing into what everything that we're seeing, because there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, right? One of those is actually like the whole thing going on with another round of stimulus that they're talking about, right? Now, it's been a chess game the way that they've been moving that back and forth, and it's kind of crazy to think that these politicians it can only be a ploy. I see that happening, and I can only think to myself that's what it is, because when I hear them talking about the numbers, like, wow, we're talking about 1.9 million here, we're talking about 2.1. I mean, really? There's a common ground somewhere in between there. I mean, what's the whole point, right? And it's just a chess game that we're living, right? New Supreme Court justice. So yes, that's another one. Please order a Vote for Pedro shirt by Tuesday's broadcast. Yes, I am actually going to put a rush on that. I need that. Adam has it right there. Vote for Pedro. He shared it in the comments. I'm going to get one. I need one. But the whole time that I was, the whole time that I've been watching everything that's been going on, right? And that's another thing, right? I had the Supreme Court justice. This has been so crazy with the everything that's been happening this year. I mean, it's very rare that in one term a president will get, to replace a Supreme Court justice. But to get it 2 and then to get 3, that's again, this whole last year has been the most fun, crazy, irresponsible, growth, happy, sad, angry year that I ever seen people have and people, take part of. Because again, that would be awesome, right? It would. So I'm putting the word out now, guys. If you want to be interested in maybe joining the broadcast for a little while, adding something, or just coming along and commenting, even that would work. Tuesday evening, we're going to do the whole election coverage, and Vote 2020 will happen here, and we will just see what's going to happen, because Tuesday nights are pretty busy anyway. This Tuesday evening is going to be like super busy because there's so many people that live stream on a Tuesday evening, believe it or not, So I think what I'm going to do is also get another different webcam for the restream feed and feed it in. So I have 2 1080 cameras. I need to get my other one set up and put it in there so that I have this stream and that stream going, and it'll look cool, and I can have them set kind of stationary. And again, it's just playing around. I learned a lot of stuff this weekend. Thank you, man. Thank you, Damon, so much, brother. Let me know how streaming on, it will be cool. Just let me know how that goes when you stream on Remo to LinkedIn. Let me know how that works out. I would love to find out and just play around with that myself and see. But like this week, it will be business as usual. I have 4 guests this week. Haven't had that many guests in a while. Probably been about a month and a half, almost 2 months since I had like guests that are back to back to back. I've been kind of spacing them out, but I just wanted to go ahead and having a lot of conversation. So tomorrow will be, again, like I said, Chantel Samis will be on tomorrow evening. Tuesday will be a gentleman I've met through my mentor, Mr. Russ Johns. It will be the Art Jones. I met him through Russ Johns. Really cool dude. We had a conversation, and it was kind of technical and on my part, of all things to happen. We're trying to have a Zoom conversation, and that was kind of funky, but it was still fun to have a conversation and just to get to know a little bit more about him. And we'll have him on the show Wednesday night, and then Thursday evening. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Thursday. Oh, Thursday evening. Saima the Helian. She'll be on. She's got a Facebook group. Me and her connected a long time ago. She's got a really good Facebook women's group that she live streams to. She's a live streamer herself. She does it once a week. I'm supposed to be on her show, so I got to look on my calendar and remember when that is. But that's going to be fun to also be a part of. And again, thank you, Shulman, Mr. Brian Shulman. He's a gentleman guy. I love Brian Shulman. But the whole thing is the fact that I'm going to have her on Thursday night, and it'll be fun to have a conversation with her, because again, me and her she's been a part of this. She's been a part of the community for a while, this community here, and has commented and said a few things. So she'll be on Thursday, and then Friday evening will be Sejal Thacker. She's been on. She was on our last roundtable that we had on. So I'm trying to bring a few of those people onto the show as well. Get them into the streams. And I made a lot of, again, new people that that were in live stream that do the whole live stream thing. And some of them are into the remote producing thing. So it was a great weekend. I had a really great weekend. It was fun. Haven't had that in a while. So that was that was kind of joyful to have and see. But, again, the whole thing was seeing other people do the whole interview process or have people on. It's interesting to see because you learn a lot about those people. You learn a lot about, people that I wasn't familiar with that I got connected with, because again, it's a different way to look how you build connection and build engagement, right? So that's what we do here anyway. That's the whole point of what we all do here, is just to come here and connect and have a good conversation and share with one another what we love about each other and what we love about networking and, our quote unquote, our favorite platform, right? So, and it's just fun, again, like I said, to try new things out and to see what you can actually do. Because again, I'm all about breaking limitations, right? That's why I like what these two gentlemen did this weekend. Push the limitations, push boundaries. I think that's what we're all at some point in our lives pushed to do, is to push our limits and push what we do and how we see how much we can actually grow or fail and learn from it. So, that's the whole point. So it was a really great experience, and I'm going to look forward to pushing myself to do a lot more things, not just technical wise, but putting out content. I'm putting together a video series to put on YouTube to kind of show people how to do what I do here, and teach people what it is to actually put a show together and kind of work the whole graphics things and kind of break down the whole technical part of what it is, because it's not really too hard to learn technically wise. I promise you, I can simplify the process for you, where you'll be creating your own artwork, you'll be creating your own graphics, overlays, GIFs, videos, editing, the whole 9 yards. Why am I going to do that? Because I want to pay it forward. And eventually I'll find, again, there'll be things to learn and becoming a teacher, right? I've been a student of learning and learning from other people. Now it's time to turn around and start teaching people how to do this as well. Because there's people who are coming to me asking, and I want to be able to point them out and say, hey, if you want to watch how I created this this overlay, or how I created this GIF, and how do I create this, or how do I do this? That's, for me, is what I really want to concentrate on, is getting into the next level, just teaching, showing folks. Because again, it's fun to do, right? And it's not like it's super technical where you're writing HTML or code or anything like this. It's not that complicated. Okay, it's just about how you can. So yeah, it isn't hard, but it takes more effort than a lot of people think it does. It does. Then I'm going to tell you, it does take a little bit of effort. But again, once you figure that out, and once you figure that out and you can simplify it and make it better, faster, streamline it, it becomes so much easier. It's an afterthought. Again, I could put all these graphics together now for a whole show, or for somebody else's show, if I were to do it in 30 minutes. Where when I first started, it used to take me 4 or 5 hours, right? Same thing with editing. I can edit. Editing's not a problem. I just don't, again, the hardest part about editing is figuring out what you want to do, right? We could all literally go grocery shopping in 20 minutes if we wanted to. If you go in there into the grocery store with a plan, the aisles, once you've been in the same store for, 10, 20 times before, where everything is, you can be in and out of a store in less than 15, 20 minutes. But yet sometimes it takes us an hour to shop. Why? Because we're making up our minds and trying to figure out what we want. That's the same thing with editing, right? It's the same thing. You've got to figure out what you want. So if you know what you want to do, and you go in there and you just get in there, boom, you can create what you want, put it down, get it done. You have your video done, you have your content created, and move on. You go to the next one, right? That's what this is with what I teach to everybody who, again, wants to learn. So anybody willing to learn, I will take the time to show them, right? I mean, and just like any good teacher, you save some of the best for yourself. But other than that, I really love to show people how to make this whole thing work and how this whole process can actually be cool, right? And yes, I love that. Giving is receiving. It is. The rule of reciprocity, my friend. I love to give out, and because I know it'll come back. Gonna bounce. Thank you, my friend. Anytime. Appreciate you, Adam Sinkus. Check out the Winning Tactics podcast. You can check out his past episodes. You can connect with Adam on LinkedIn, of course. If you're not already, send him an invite. Tell him I sent you. Foley Hart. Yes. Hey, Foley. And again, it is so cool. So Foley's actually doing her own sort of podcasting thing, live stream. Well, I think she does recorded, or maybe she does a live stream. I don't know. Correct me if you can, and let me know. Foley Hart. But I've checked out her YouTube channel. Very cool. Love that. Love anybody that puts themselves out there and puts their unique voice out into the world. Takes courage. So yeah, if you've ever taken the time to hop on somebody else's live stream, right? You don't even have to host your own show, just to hop on somebody else's live stream and do an interview. It's gutsy, man. Take some chutzpah, right? Both. Okay, there you go. There's my answer. Both. Now I know. Thank you, Foley, for answering that. Camera, let's go a little bit wider. Get a bit of a view. There we go. That's me. And then we'll go inward just a little bit. So, working it out. How's that? And the whole part about what I started myself doing and where I've gotten to this point, it has been a learning process from every single step of the way. And again, it's time for me to start turning it over and showing the next wave who will come on here, and show them how to put all this stuff together and create. So because again, this is a labor of love at this point. It is the passion project on per se, but it's becoming my full-time thing, right? I'm slowly transitioning from one end to the other. Thank you, Miss Wendy Reiner-Runge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. So, and I'm telling you, it's got to be two different streams, man. Something's going on. I can't figure it out. So I got two different streams going on. I know I have to be, because people are seeing a different stream here. So I'm seeing comments like from Foley, and then I see comments from Wendy. That's right, baby. We'll text this week. Yes, good to see you. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much, Lori. You don't know what you mean. Okay, you guys are the world. But the whole thing about what I wanted to just share with you guys tonight was just how good. It's wonderful. It's Monday, right? It's a good Monday night, right? Let me change the background there. That way it looks like it's YouTube on both ends. But again, it's been a fun process for me to figure all this stuff out. That's why I want to start expanding my horizons more and more. So it's going to, for me, the next level is going to be teaching, and then getting what I want to share out into the world. Stop talking about it and stop doing it. I've been working to this process every single day. So curious, your thoughts. What has been the largest? I'll tell you what it is, right? Actually, that's a three-part question. Three answers, actually. So the biggest thing in creating a following has been, number one, fully consistency, right? No matter what, if you show up every single day or every once a week or bi-weekly, whenever you do it, if you show up and do it consistently, people will get used to it, right? I mean, imagine your favorite TV show. Whenever people used to watch TV of the time, you know that your same show used to come on at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights, right? You go watch it. Same sort of deal. It was consistent. You get consistent with the time and what you do and how you share it. I think that's one of the big keys in getting a good following. Number two, engage with those who engage with you, right? So if somebody were to come on here, so if any of one of these people who've been on my streams at any one point comment, if I see a post or something or see them commenting somewhere else, I'll jump in there and comment as well, right? The algorithm will do this for you. So if you're in somebody's content, you're in your somebody's circle enough, right? The algorithm will start kicking those comments and those things in your stream. You will start seeing other people that you're connected with, that you're part of, and that you comment with all the time. It'll automatically start giving you those, it will start giving you those, hello, LinkedIn user. You were famous this weekend too, LinkedIn user. I'll see who you are. Hold on. It's because sometimes LinkedIn, for some reason, LinkedIn sometimes it will, for some reason, some people's won't. Nick Lozano, how you doing? So Nick hosted as well. Nick hosted this weekend on Nick, you are LinkedIn user. So but just again, be consistent with when you're putting out your content. Engage with those who engage with you, right? So if those people that you're in your circles that are always there, engage with them, And then number two is just to also, the last part of that is just be real and be authentic with who you are. So if you can already do those three things, yeah, you are, man. So Nick's a cool guy, man. I watched his stream and he was hosting this weekend when he was hosting Luke and Jonathan, right? He's a character, man. I don't know if you're connected with him, but man, you would be doing yourself a good service to connect with Nick. But again, that's what I liked about this weekend, man. You got to get in part of the engagement of what was going on. And this is what I'm talking about. Engage with those who engage with you, right? So be consistent, man. That's one of the best things has been above all. My first videos, I didn't get huge numbers. I didn't get huge followings. I didn't have an audience, but yet I still sat down and talk, and I just implanted myself and saying this is what I was going to do every single night at this time. And I would really just get into other people's live streams. And that's another thing I'm going to tell you. That's why I say the live streams are very important, because you can go in there and engage with folks, right? Start meeting new people. And then one little conversation that you might have in a stream with somebody, you might get a connection request. It might turn into something really huge for you down the line. You just don't know. But it's, again, about building those relationships. So that's one of the things that I've told so many other people is that if you're going to do it, know what it is, try to be consistent with what you do. And again, I will preach consistency more than anything, because again, it's been one of the best things for me. Because I know around 7, when I did the first season, it was 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I've moved it back 30 minutes. to fit my schedule. But again, I try to jump on at 7:30, 7:35 at the latest. I give myself a 5-minute window because technical things happen. It's just one of those things about doing a live stream. But if you know how to get yourself into a real good time management routine, this thing gets pretty easy. And not that I mean that it's easy. It's just that if you get into a different sort of, if you get yourself into a good rhythm, it's what better. I don't like to say routine, but a better rhythm of how you do your time. Doing these sort of things, right? Again, because I tell people I work 2 jobs. I work 7 days a week. I have a family of 4 kids and a wife. I got 3 dogs, right? 4 dogs, excuse me. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and yet I'm still able to do this and still be a father, still be a husband, and that sort of deal. And yes, sometimes it can be very difficult at times. But again, if you manage your time right, it makes your process a lot easier, and that's what I've pretty much done. So Foley, I understand you're on a very tight schedule as well, wife, mother, serving our country. So thank you for that as well. Again, it's just managing your time and figuring it out, and you'll start seeing things grow and happen for you, man. And just again, learn, be open to learning new things from different people. That's another one, right? Be open to learning new things from everybody. I'm not a know-it-all. My whole thing is, this is everything that I've gotten to learn. I've learned by watching different people, right? Where do I start? Different live streamers, right? Different people who do Twitch streams, and because again, everything that we're doing here has everything that we've done here, it's been done before. There's a lot of people doing a lot more complicated things in streams, right? People are bringing in, if you got like the ability to do Adobe, work in Adobe and do animations and stuff, you can really take a stream pretty far, right? You can really do different things if you know how to work NDI, which is fun to play with if you haven't ever. But again, it takes a little work to do these sort of things and put them into a stream and really be creative. But again, it's because I've learned these things from watching other people do it. And that's one of the best ways, is to learn from others. So if somebody's willing to teach you or give you advice or have that conversation with you, man, do it. Take the opportunity, right? I watched, I was fucking impressed this weekend with Travis Lackner's his stream and what he does, right? I love the kind of the whole feel of what he creates, right? I love that. The whole dancing, I love that. It was right up my alley. So that's cool that I was watching him do that. But you could tell time, effort, everything that he's learned and putting in there. You see what he creates. It's freaking awesome to watch. And just again, seeing people like Nick do his stream and the way he has stories and conversating and the way he interviews people, it's different. It's really different to see that. But again, that's how I've learned, and I was watching because again, the curiosity of me was just watching how each person did their streams. That's why I said this weekend was really fun. It was a real fun learning process just to see what people do and how they create. So, Foley, you're just starting. I'm going to tell you, it's going to get better. You're going to get better. Anybody that's done enough of these live streams knows you get better as you do it. It just takes time. Literally, and even doing this, what I'm doing now, right? My first show was 19 minutes, and I thought I struggled mightily to get 19 minutes done. It's like, what the hell am I going to talk about for 19 minutes? Who's going to listen to me talk and babble for 19 minutes? That's what I thought. And here I am. I've done live streams now where I just talk for here we are. We're on 51 minutes now. The first 30-second and probably the first minute and a half is just the intro, but still 50 minutes I've been talking. No guest, just me interacting with you guys. So you get better as you practice, and don't worry. I mean, don't, if you're filming it and you're worried about the judgment, or you're doing these lives and you're worried about what people are going to think and we're going to say, people are going to judge you anyway, man. So just get out there, put your voice out there. I mean, people are going to either like you or hate you. And if they're indifferent, they're not there anyway. So what does that matter? Just be you. Just be who you're. That's why I said being authentic is another one. So that's why I say just be consistent, be engaging, and just be real. If you want to know what my thoughts are and what has been any kind of success for me in building any sort of following, that has been the thing. And again, just taking new ideas and putting them out there. Because anything that I've learned has already been done by somebody else. But what I've been able to do is put my own creative style and how I put these things together. People have been doing overlays. People have been doing GIFs for years. People have been doing graphic art, and people have been doing live streaming, right? People need to be doing these things for years. 5 years, 10 years ago, people were doing these things. Before that, it was radio shows, and people, we're not reinventing the wheel here, but what we are doing is just being able to directly reach people now, right? That was a harder thing to do a couple of years ago. Thank you, Bill. That was hard. That was a harder thing to do 10 years ago, to have this sort of impact and be a influencer, right? That's the buzzword people use, influencer. But the thing is, even if you become an influencer, man, just stay humble, man. Just stay. Okay, bud. Just stay humble. Just stay who you're gonna be. And again, it will be so rewarding for you if this is the path you're meant to be down. I know I'm meant to be down this path. I stepped away for a while. I felt lost. I got back. I felt my mojo come back. So yes, I love this. I love doing this. And I love just being in the whole process, whether it's in front of the camera, behind the camera, next to the camera, whatever you want to call it. It's all fun. So, man, I just want to thank all you guys. Of course, always, you guys are, like I always say, you guys are the lifeblood of what I do here. You guys are the ones that keep me going. So I just want to thank everybody who's commented, been a part of this show tonight. I want to thank you so much, guys. You guys rock. And just to let you know again, tomorrow evening, we will be back 7:30 Central Standard Time. And let me pull it up on here so you guys can see it. That'll be our guest tomorrow evening, the talented and wonderful Miss Chantil Samis. And we will be talking about, of course, social media branding and kind of her journey of what she's gone through and some of the things that she's working on right now. That's going to be a fun conversation. I've looked up to her for a very long time. She was one of the first, while I was still a lurker, a creeper, and just watching live streams and people commenting and doing that sort of thing. She was one of the people that I used to watch. And now I'm going to get to have a conversation with her. So how's that feel? It's awesome. So thank you guys for being a part of this one. Appreciate you all. I'll be back here tomorrow, 7:30 Central Standard Time. You know the drill. Stay safe, stay blessed, and good night, everybody.